My name is Bianca Williams, and this is my exploration of love and relationships.
Love is real.
Love is complicated.
Love is unconditional.
Love cannot be controlled, neither contained.
Love is happy, but also sad.
Love is affectionate.
Love's just a roller coaster.
Love is weird.
Love is different for everyone.
Love is sharing your last biscuit.
Love is fun.
Love is a way of life.
Love.
I've always had a big interest in how love is formed and how relationships come together. I noticed that traditionally, for a man to take a woman out, he would have to ask her parents' permission, he would have to court her. But in today's society, we're filled with lust, promiscuity, cohabitation. So I decided to find if love still exists, if romance still exists. So I asked the people of today, what is love?
Understanding of people is acceptance of their flaws.
I've been in love in a relationship, but there's nothing that comes between what you feel like when you have your own child.
It makes you feel like you can do anything you put your mind to.
That day when you realise that you're in love is like
A bunch of like chemical reactions, like, and how you feel towards someone based on, you know, the affinity you have towards them.
From what you felt to your mum to what you felt to your boyfriend, it's different, and when you've never felt that, especially when it's the first time.
You should feel supported. Like, you know that one that you love is there for you at all times, no matter what.
It's merely an emotion, and there's different categories underneath that emotion.
It's scary, like, how do you approach something you've never been before, you don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
Like a Rubik's Cube, love, like.
It's never a guaranteed, like, a straight happy road.
When you're in love, then you can't live without that person, do you know what I mean?
I thought it would be best to start off with someone who has a lifetime knowledge of love. So I spoke to Ruby Williams, my nana.
I first met my husband in England in '62. When we came to England, I only had his address, and me and my friend knocked on his door. I married my husband in 1976 until he died in 2002. I was 22 and he was about 38. I would describe married life as up and down. The good part of married life is having our children together and stay together until the end. Love is what you feel for someone special. Love is what you feel for your husband and children. It makes you feel young. It makes you feel happy. You're in a relationship. You must love that person, and that person should love you back.
I realised that my nana had quite a simplistic view on love. And I thought maybe that's because of the era she grew up in. So I gathered together a group of young men and a group of young women and gave them a couple of question cards. I got them in a group and asked them to discuss.
Kathleen, will you take Andrew to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others?
Up here! Alfie, what are you doing here?
Nana told me what you said.
I'm getting married!
Yeah, but you ain't finished. Vic, are they married yet?
Well, no, but we...
See?
Well, I'm as good as.
Listen, I know you don't want to marry him and that you want to marry me.
Yeah, I suggest you shut your mouth, son.
Yeah, well, I ain't frightened of you, all right?
Well, you should be.
I try to remember this in church.
Listen, I've got to be really quick, darling, because there's some blokes coming up here and I think they're going to kill me. But listen, whatever happens, all right, I really love you. Right, listen, I know I've been stupid and pig-headed and I've made a mess of everything. But this is the first time I felt like this, Kat. You know, and the thing is, I didn't know what to do. Get off me!
And you tell him to leave him alone.
Do you think soaps such as EastEnders portray realistic love?
I'll say yes to that simply because there's no such thing as realistic love.
If relationships are portrayed on like soap, sometimes like obviously it's completely embellished. It's made to look exciting for TV.
Yeah, I mean it's a soap and obviously
entertainment factor.
Yeah, their relationships have to last between Monday and Friday. It's got to move quick. So
sometimes a relationship can be.
Think about.
Needs to be happy.
Yeah, you won't watch. You wouldn't.
In real life, exes don't fly back from America, you know, every 5
Some
years.
do. Some do.
Like some days you don't do anything for months. Like you just sit and watch TV for months. But you can't do that on EastEnders because it's got to be on TV. Do you know what I mean? So,
and also look at man like Alfie, yeah, or someone who's been like mugged off like a number of times by one woman, yeah, and it does happen. Like men and women. Alfie Moon, innit?
But I think they do try and touch upon reality of love.
Yeah.
Do you feel that sex on screen is a true portrayal of sex in real life?
No.
Porn, no, that shit never really happens.
I think on screen it's romanticised, like it's going to be this massive event, you're going to be wined and dined, you're going to lead up to it.
Yes.
And it's going to be like fireworks.
Big screen, small screen, porn screen,
Are we talking
laptop
internet?
screen.
Are we talking?
Listen, TV.
Why have we gone straight to porn?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's different. There's
and you lay there for about 10 hours going, oh babe.
Yeah. Sex is a beautiful thing. Sex is a beautiful thing.
But it's aesthetically beautiful.
Yeah,
which is
and it's
not.
made to look beautiful where it's not. And it's not as intimate because when sex is beautiful because of how you make it.
Sometimes it influences people, so they can see it on a show and go out to have sex in that sort of way.
And then that's when you get in so much young pregnancies and everything like that because they're all thinking like this is what we do.
Yeah,
we have sex.
the image
it's
of
on
sex.
TV. We're seeing it constantly. This is what we need to do, but it's not.
Books like what's the
50
Shades of Grey. Has that? Do you reckon that's affected the sex lives of women?
Dressed them nicely and they've all got makeup on still and they're
Yeah.
I've definitely considered BDSM since that book.
That's BDSM.
Why you read that?
Hold on.
Nah, not people.
That's BDSM.
Oh, it's like
Bondage, domination, sadomasochism. Apparently.
that's what comes out.
It was really interesting hearing from both groups of people. They gave me a lot to think about. However, I felt I needed to ask a couple who have been together for a while. I wanted them to give us an insight into their relationship and how they view the media and their take on love.
We have been together for 2 years, 9 months, and we met in 2007 at Xaverian College.
Describe the exact moment you knew that you were in love.
I didn't realise until DJ got with his ex-girlfriend, and when I found out that he had a girlfriend, I was devastated and didn't understand why, because up until that point we had just been friends. And then I realised that was why I was devastated when he had another girlfriend. I was just a bit slow.
I knew I was in love when my nana passed away and Shakira was there for me. 09, feeling strong. Ever since until now, so that's how I knew.
Does love last forever?
I think it does. I think if you ever truly, really deep down loved someone, then you will always have that feeling for the rest of your life. Maybe not to the same extent, it might lessen, for example, if you broke up with them, but I think it will always still be there to a degree.
Is sex an important factor in your relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Like, it's just another way of like showing each other that we care each other. Like, another passionate way of showing things.
It's just another way of bonding as well.
Are there any celebrity couples that you look up to?
I think Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, just because their relationship, they've been married for so long and they've got their little family unit, and it's not all over the media about their relationship. They've just got on with it, and they're raising 2 children and who are obviously going into the business as well, so they've got the support of their parents, and they just seem like a really, they've got it together kind of couple.
Do you think that TV programmes and films portray a realistic version of love?
I don't think the majority of them do, especially the sort of the rom-coms or the ones that are geared towards a teenage girl audience. They show all the romance and the hearts and flowers and the rain kisses, which I love, but they show all that. Or they show all just the sex and the passionate side of it, but they don't show the ins and outs. Yeah. They don't show the ins and outs of a daily relationship and just the little things that make you smile in a relationship, not the massive gestures, or the little things that annoy you in a relationship and not the huge fights where it's throwing things, but they don't show an in-between. It's one extreme or the other.
It was really interesting hearing the views of everybody I talked to. It became clear to see that an individual's opinion on love isn't down to just their age, gender or culture. It's a combination of all those things, plus the ever-present media influence. However, it was lovely to spend a day being surrounded by so much affection, seeing the smiles, giggles and heartwarming words that the topic of love brings.
Love is an illusion.
Love is happiness mixed with hard work.
Love is pure understanding.
Love is family.
Love is magical.
Love is sick.
Love is a journey.
Love is crazy.
Love is emotional.
Love is special.
Love is for me.